is the most messed up molt I think I've ever seen. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today is a very rare video where I literally don't know what I'm going to be saying in this video. I don't know what this video is going to look like until it's done. Let me explain. Essentially, earlier this year, I was gifted a very small H. Davidbowie. H. Davidbowie is a type of huntsman spider found in Malaysia. Huntsman spiders are true spiders. They're really cool to keep, and this is my first experience ever caring for one. So I said that when I got this H. Davidbowie, I would like to grow it out and then eventually make a full care video on it, just because it's a little bit newer to the hobby and there's not too much information out there about them, so I thought it would be really useful. Unfortunately, we have a little bit of a problem. So I've been growing this H. Davidbowie out since about, I think, February, and I've seen it through about 4 or 5 molts, and we've done 1 rehousing of it thus far, and things have been going really decent, like about as well as I had expected them to. I've been feeding it fruit flies, and finally it graduated to pinhead crickets just within this past few weeks. So we were on the right track and everything was going well until about 3 days ago, I noticed it was stuck in a molt. So huntsmen molt much differently than tarantulas. I'm not sure if this was just a thing that happens sometimes. From what I've been told by other people, I'm definitely not the first this has happened to. If you're trying to grow one out, maybe this is the video for you to see. So basically it's been stuck in this molt for about 2 days now, and I'm gonna be honest, I did not foresee it surviving this long. It's really messed up. You can't really tell exactly what is molt and what is spider. I've taken some photographs of it. I've sent it around to people more experienced in keeping true spiders than me, people who have kept huntsmen before, and the consensus is that it's pretty much not survivable. So I'm just gonna make that clear. The chances of this H. Davidbowie actually surviving long term is very, very low. Most people probably would have given up on it by now, but for scientific purposes, I thought we could try to give it a chance. Like I said, it's probably not going to work, but there is a slim chance of survival if I do intervene, and that's what we're going to try to do today. So I literally have no idea how this is going to go. I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to do. Basically, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm just going to give you that disclaimer right now that I do not know what I'm doing, but I am hoping that this gives you some sort of insight if this happens to you or whatever. I mean, for whatever reason. We're here to document the good and the bad and the weird. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm hoping that it works out, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Essentially, I'm gonna be realistic. I don't expect it to survive. But the fact that it's still alive, stuck the way that it is, kind of says that it does want to live. So we're going to try. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but I'm literally gonna go get it right now, and we're going to see if there's anything we can do. And I'll explain further so that maybe you can see a little bit better what I'm talking about. I did want to make a bigger enclosure for it to go in if it does survive. Now, normally I would say if there's an injured spider or something to put it in a smaller enclosure, but these things do need the space to be able to molt and stuff. So I am going to actually give it a bigger one if it does survive. But again, we're not really expecting it to, just in the condition that it's in. I'm going to make it very basic. A little bit of dirt at the bottom, just enough to cover it. 1 piece of cork. Maybe I'll give it another piece just to be sure. Yeah, I think that would actually be really good. So hopefully we can get it into this enclosure and we have some success today. So let's get a better look now. This is what we are dealing with. Yeah, look at that mess. These legs are all messed up. This is what made it out of the molt. and then over here is what's stuck in the molt. And this weird abdomen piece is still stuck, which is the most concerning thing. If it was just these legs, I would totally think that this is survivable, but the fact that the abdomen is still caught is not good. So I don't even know how it would web up to molt again. But like I said, we're gonna try because I've worked really hard trying to raise this little one and I really like it and care for it. So I really do want this to work out. Now that we've kind of looked at it closer, let me pop this lid off. As you see, it's so hard to even see like what's going on there, but you see its little face and the pedipalps are out. Its legs look weird and dark, and then the other half is just like stuck. It's really frustrating, but we're gonna try to help it. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But if it does, I mean, that would be great. So yeah, let's go ahead and try to get it out carefully. I don't know how fast this thing is going to be since it's like messed up, but this is the most messed up molt I think I've ever seen. So bad. I feel so bad. So I honestly think I'm going to have to clip off half this molt and maybe pull some of the legs off. Don't worry, it'll regrow it. Let me say now that spiders have very simple nervous systems. Spiders and insects, they don't feel pain like we do. They don't have the same kind of nervous system. So I know that some of this might be alarming, but let me just reassure you that it literally is not going to feel pain anything like we do. If anything, it might feel like scared or threatened, but that's pretty much the extent of it. So at least have some peace with that, because that's what I tell myself whenever stuff like this does happen. So let's see exactly what is going on. Man, its abdomen is just like straight up stuck. It's like the worst part. And it's so little I can barely see. Oh, this is awful. But I see like where it's connected. I'm trying not to have shaky hands. Okay. Oh, did you guys see that? I was able to get the abdomen part unstuck from the molt, so it's not like turned like that. I don't know how well you guys can see because it's so small, but like I was able to snip the piece of the molt that's stuck on the abdomen away from the rest of the molt, so it's not like pulling its abdomen. So the piece of molt stuck is pretty much on this side, and a lot of this molt is actually coming off right now, so that's good news. But I think in order to save it, we're literally gonna have to like pull it. It's so hard to see. I'm sorry if you guys can't see this really well, but I'm just focusing on trying to like get what I can off. Wonder if that's helping at all. Okay, I'm kind of worried. I think I might have... Are you still alive? Okay, it's definitely still alive. It's just really freaked out. I wonder if I should just try to pull all of these legs off since they're stuck. Okay, we're actually making some progress. Okay, can you guys see? We have definitely made some progress. It's definitely still stuck right here. Like, I kind of feel like maybe it'll drop those legs, but its abdomen piece is like still stuck on, and that's like what really sucks. So this is what I think I'm going to do. So this is what we have now. So these 3 legs are stuck, and this little piece is still stuck on its abdomen. However, I was able to snip it away from the rest of the molt that was stuck. So essentially it might drop these legs. I was gonna try to pull them off, but honestly, like, I don't really know what the best course of action is for that. So for now, I'm gonna leave them on, and I mean, it does have the ability to drop those legs. So we will see how that goes if it does. These legs are still curved and messed up, but they are functional because it is working. So that's great. And then as you see, this little piece is stuck on its abdomen still, but I can't really do anything about that. And hopefully, like, it might come off, or maybe it will be able to do something. I don't really know. I really see the survivability of this molt as very low long term. I'm not going to give up on it because I don't think it's suffering. Again, it doesn't really feel pain or anything, and it's still alive. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the new enclosure, and I'm going to give it some time and see what happens, because I think that it's possible. Like, I definitely think it's possible. I just think it's very unlikely. Sorry, little buddy. So let's go ahead and get it into its new enclosure.
We're gonna try to poke holes in the lid. So I do wanna make this, you know, a decent little enclosure. See, my only thing is that even if we do get it to live, I don't really understand how it would molt, because the way that huntsmen molt is that they like pretty much web themselves up and then they fall down from it. So it's like really different than tarantulas. And I mean, I think what might have gone wrong is that it just didn't really find a good spot to web. There's so many things that could have gone wrong. I mean, especially when they're this small, it's just really dicey on if they'll make it to adulthood. Put that in there. There it is. Finally got some holes poked, so that's good. I have been giving it little squirts of water and it does drink, so that's good. And we're just gonna have to see what happens. I will drop some fruit flies in here later and I don't know, we'll see if it eats. I hope it does. I really want it to survive because I really waited a long time for getting this species. Like, I really love this species. I don't know, I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you guys updated.
Okay, so that is all I have for you guys today. I'm sorry there's not really any clear answer on if it's going to be okay or not. Like I said, I'm not expecting it to be. I do feel a little bit more confident considering I was able to snip that little piece stuck on the abdomen off from the rest of the molt. So yeah, let's hope it pulls through. I'll let you know, and I will probably update you guys on Instagram pretty soon on if it eats or something. So if you don't follow me there, you can go find me there. I have the links down below. Also, sweaters are available on Teespring. I added some new sweaters and some hoodies and stuff like that. Long sleeves, so if it's getting chilly, which I know it is in some places, still like 85 here, but I know it like snowed in Colorado. So if you're cold or getting to the point where cold weather's coming, you want to go stock up on Tarantula Kat merch, you can go get 10% off all September with the code Tarantulas. Anyway, like this video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not and you want to be. Don't forget I have an Instagram that I use probably way too much. It's at tarantula.cat. You can go follow me there. I also have a Patreon, Teespring, and a podcast. It is all linked down below. And I will see you guys soon. I hope you are all staying well and doing fantastic. See ya.